All right. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. Just woke up, checked my Twitter account. According to Dan Rafeal, ESPN's Dan Rafeal, he heard from two sources that Alexander Povetkin has tested positive for meldonium. Okay, it's blood flow drug that recently was banned by WADA. Um, there were reports out there. I looked it up real quick. Did a quick search. There were reports out there that they were warned as early as October that this drug was going to be banned January 1st of 2016. Okay, so I don't know if this is something that Povetkin had in his system before January, all right, or if it's something that he's been recently using for this fight. He could have already had it in his system before this fight. I really don't know. Okay. All I know is that it's a banned drug as early as 2016 from what the reports I said that I've read. And I know that the tennis player, Maria Sharapova, she recently tested positive for it as well. Okay. She's also a Russian tennis player, right? So it's only been since January that this drug has been banned. Okay. Now, what do I think? I mean, it's unfortunate because I really wanted to see this fight. I did a prediction video last week. You know, I'm pretty confident that Deontay Wilder was going to win this fight, okay? I mean, I haven't heard from Deontay Wilder's camp. I haven't heard anything. The news just was put out there within the hour, okay? It's unfortunate, you know. I mean, I really want to see this fight, you know, and I already see people on Twitter saying things that this is stupid. You know, now Deontay Wilder is gonna back out. This is ridiculous, and they're more mad at the thought of Deontay Wilder backing out of the fight than Alexander Povetkin testing positive for this drug. Okay, which is ridiculous. All right. If it was the tables would turn, and if it was Deontay Wilder that got tested positive for something that's been illegal for years or as, recent as the last 5-6 months. If the tables would turn, people would be bashing Deontay Wilder, but because it's Alexander Povetkin, I see people making excuses already. It is a PED, it's a performance enhancement drug, all right? And it is what it is. It's recently banned, whether Povetkin was using it as early as this year or last year or whatever. He's been using it, okay? Me personally, this as a boxing fan, I want Wilder to fight this guy anyway. As a boxing fan, the boxing fan in me wants Wilder to fight this guy anyway because I want Wilder to beat this guy. I made a prediction video. You could disagree with all I want. You could get on here and say, "Oh, of course you picked Wilder. You're black." You can say whatever you want. Not seen any of my videos before. I've criticized Deontay Wilder on this channel before, all right? More than a few times. But I am very confident that Wilder was going to win this fight. Not saying that he might obviously get knocked out. I mean, it's a 50-50 fight or whatever. I want Wilder to fight this guy anyway because I'm that confident that Wilder would outbox and beat this guy and stop this guy, okay? That's my personal opinion. I know his handlers. I know that his advisor, his manager, they're probably not going to want him to take this fight. It is still a dangerous fight. You're fighting a guy that has been tested positive now and has been knocking out the last 3 opponents that he's faced, or 4 opponents now. I believe it's 4 opponents now since he lost to Klitschko. All right. I brought this up before. I made videos about Povetkin. I said, listen, I noticed a difference in his physique. He looks a lot stronger since he lost to Klitschko. I said, I hope he's not juicing, okay? I hope the difference that I've seen in him knocking these guys out, I hope he's not juicing, okay? Now, obviously, meldonium hasn't been a banned substance for long. He probably was using it way before this year, okay? I'm just saying, it's a possibility, all right? I don't know. All right, don't get in here and start bashing me. But based on what we see now, all right, there was a difference in his recent fights leading up to now. All right, since the Klitschko fight, his recent fights, he's been knocking guys out, and he looks stronger. All right? He looked stronger. That Mike Perez knockout, first round, as soon as he landed the shot, it hurt him. Never seen anyone do that before. All right? I know the guy has power and everything, but, he fought Marco Huck, traded shots with him all night long. All right? Huck was able, to withstand a lot of blows in that fight. He gets in a fight with Glowacki, gets knocked out. Okay? Listen, it is what it is. All right? I would love the fight to happen anyway. I would love to happen. From a business standpoint, I doubt it happens. All right? I doubt it happens. If Wilder goes in there and fights this guy anyway, I mean, listen, the guy clearly isn't scared. A lot of people thought he was going to vacate his title, thought he was going to duck Povetkin. The guy's taking the fight, all right? I really hope he takes the fight still, because I still think with this guy testing positive, Wilder would beat him, all right? In my personal opinion, all right? But if he has to, his handlers, they pull him out of the fight, they cancel the fight, Wilder, Povetkin goes to, and this is true, he tests positive, and, to call it the fight, he gets suspended. It is what it is, all right? It's unfortunate because this was going to be the fight to prove whether Wilder was game or not if he were to win, all right? If he lost, got knocked out, everybody would say that Wilder was a hype job. We're going to never know if this fight gets called off now. We're not going to know. I hope Wilder fights him anyway because I think Wilder is going to beat him. But we're probably not going to get the fight now, all right? So anyway, I'm sure more news is going to come up. I usually don't do videos as soon as the news come out. I usually wait around to see what happens. But I'm reading tweets. I see people making excuses already, all right? And I see people already bashing Wilder for pulling out of the fight before he even pulls out of the fight, all right? They're blaming him for failing, for Alexander Povetkin possibly, allegedly failing a drug test, all right? So anyway, let me know what you guys think on this. What should Wilder do? Should he pull out? And what do you think about Povetkin failing this test, all right? See you in the next one.